welcome to E3 2004. This is Gamespot's live coverage. We're going to be here all day for the next 3 days. I'm your host, Lauren, and I will be guiding you through our webcast. And this is Ryan McDonald. He put this all together.
How you guys doing? Sorry for being late, but those of you that guessed in the forums that we would be late for the first webcast, you guys, yeah, totally right. I'm sorry.
So you guys can start collecting on your bets now. The first thing we're going to show you is a preview of what's going on in the South Hall and the West Halls. And for those of you watching at home, for those of you who haven't been to E3, those are the halls where the major exhibitors are. There's a lot of stuff there you want to see, a lot of stuff we want to see, so we're going to bring that to you. Brief update about what's gone on so far. This is the first day. This is day one of E3, but stuff's been going on for a couple days now. Press conferences, Konami, Nintendo, Sony, you've been reading the site. And also, like Square Enix had a live orchestra performing the songs from the Final Fantasy series. So a lot of stuff like that. We've got it all on the site. We're going to update you as the day goes and as the week goes. So later, we're also going to give you a heads up as to what's coming up in other shows, what's coming up later today. First off, we're going to jumpstart Day one of E3 2004 with a little video montage we put together of some of the coolest things we've seen so far. So take it away. What you just saw, that was a fine work of Ryan and his crew, the roaming videographers wandering the floor.
That was all Homer. Homer's our cameraman running the stuff right now.
Homer! Hands up for Homer! Good job, Homer! And you guys will see a lot more of that coming up. These guys are going to be roaming around for 3 days, getting footage of everything that you want to see there at home as well as on the floor. Things that people on the floor don't even have access to, friends. But this is just a sample of what we do. I mean, E3 is a really intense event for all of the editors. They're meeting with companies back to back to back, and then they're racing back to the booth to write up about it. They're bringing footage back so you guys can see it at home. It's a lot of work, and no one can address this better than Ryan McDonald. So, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about this year is we've got the killer Gamespot live team. For all you at home that are keeping score, I think we're up to like 521 movies already, and the show just opened at 10 o'clock, so actually you guys got a better view of all the games here at E3 than even the folks walking around our booth. So, I mean, the Gamespot live guys are going crazy. We got like a bunch of guys running around with cameras, DV decks, basically getting direct feed footage as well as, shooting interviews and all kinds of fun stuff. And of course, this morning at 10 o'clock, you probably saw a bunch of extra stuff. If you stayed up with us last night for the live webcast, you saw that we put a bunch of stuff up at 12:01, and then it was so awesome because this morning at 10 o'clock, we had all kinds of more exclusive footage, such as the KOTOR 2 footage that we mentioned last night. But, here at E3 this morning, it's been going crazy. They kicked the doors open at 10 o'clock, and from then, it's just been an onslaught of people. And for all you people that are actually here at our booth, if you guys want a chance to actually win some prizes and stuff like that, stick around. We're going to be throwing out some T-shirts and having some fun with some competitions. And then beyond that, you folks at home, you actually be able to get a chance to win some stuff, too. We're going to be doing some call-in trivia stuff. So put on your thinking cap and make sure you got your web browser open so you can do some Google searches if you need to find out some information. Or you just go to GameSpot, of course, where you'll need to know. No? Oh.
And the other thing, too, if you have requests, and I know you do, you can email us at e3requests@gamespot.com. And these guys are going to be taking your emails and doing something with them. They're going to be racing out, getting the footage, coming back here, editing it, putting it online, and you'll see it almost immediately. Ryan, how far in advance do you actually start planning what your team's going to do to cover E3?
Basically, we start as soon as the show's over. Last year, we kind of looked at what we did for the live webcast, and you can tell we got a bigger stage this year. We got all kinds of cool stuff. We got more cameras. We got all kinds of new equipment. So for us, it really starts every year, relearning what we did right, what we did wrong, and trying to figure it out. Still haven't got that whole starting on time thing down yet, but that's just the first show. I'm sure we'll be right on time for the next one. So
actually, I think people appreciated that because everyone who was watching last night at midnight, we told them to stay up all night looking at 300 movies and looking at how many screenshots?
It was like 5,000 something or other.
Right. So, I mean, they're still on like 4,212, and they were really happy that we started late because then, they're not missing anything. Go ahead.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, it's unbelievable the stuff that we're getting in right now. I mean, literally, people are coming by the booth, bringing us all kinds of footage, and just keep it here on GameSpot throughout the whole day. You're going to see all kinds of fun stuff. The stage show stuff, you probably saw the schedule before we started. We're going to have all kinds of people coming by, showing us the games, showing us all kinds of cool stuff, and this is, the one place you're going to see it, nowhere else. So.
And speaking of special guests stopping by, we have a Mortal Kombat expert on hand. Well, you want to come up here? Folks, this is Jeff Greason. He just happened to be passing by. Go ahead, say hi.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody?
And Jeff, tell the crowd why they should know who you are.
Well, I'm the senior editor for my website, trmk.org.
The realm of Mortal Kombat.
Right. Basically, we're a fan site that has started since 1996, and we've been covering the MK series ever since. And, of course, with Mortal Kombat Deception and Midway Arcade Treasures 2, that's coming out, that has the first 3 arcade Mortal Kombats on there. It's a really great show for us, for MK, for Mortal Kombat at 2004 here at E3. So.
And you've actually played MK Deception.
Yeah, MK Deception is over in Midway's booth. They have about 8 setups there, Xbox and Sony PlayStation 2. Basically, the coolest thing I think about the new Deception is that they have fully interactive backgrounds. You've seen backgrounds that let you have ring outs and all that stuff. Here, actually, it's multi-level, multi-tiered. So you start out at a top platform, and you get knocked down to the bottom where there's some death traps, too, that you can knock your opponent into, this pit of lava and everything. It's really freaking sweet. It's really cool.
Now, is it as cool as you expected or cooler?
Basically, it takes on what was great about Deadly Alliance, the last game, and improves it to the point where they have a lot more fatalities, they have a lot more interaction. The gameplay stayed pretty much the same as far as the combo system, but it's just more or less like how MK1 was Deadly Alliance. Now Deception is like this whole big step like MK2 was. So basically it's more of the great stuff that you liked about Deadly Alliance and also the cool mini games they have on there too. I mean, it's a game for everyone now. It's not, you got like a puzzle game like Tetris and everything, and you have a Archon type like chess game too that really puts in this great strategy element to the game. So, and you'll be able to play all this stuff online on Xbox Live and Sony Online too. So basically, it's a well-rounded game for once. You know, MK has always been like an arcade game where they basically they trickle out updates and everything, and you know eventually it gets great and then it's okay. But this one looks like they put a lot of effort into it and a lot of polish, so it's going to be a really great game coming out in October.
Now, what if you had to say one surprise in the game, one thing that really surprised you? What was that?
You know, the depth of the mini games. It's just unbelievable. You know, MK, they had these bonus games if you played like 50 games in the arcade, and eventually you got a game of Pong or you got a game of like a Galaxa clone or whatever. This thing is now this full-on like puzzle fight, puzzle combat, and you have you know, and even you have fatalities in the puzzle game. I mean, it's amazing. And you know, again, the interactive backgrounds. So many games have always touted interactive backgrounds, whether it's like not running into a barrel or something like exploding. These things are truly what interactive backgrounds should be in a fighting game.
Hey, well, thanks. What are you off to see next?
We're about to go over to the Ubisoft booth over in the South Hall, and then from there we take a look at all the Tom Clancy games. So it would be really cool.
Great. Well, Jeff, enjoy the show. Thanks for coming by, and stop by later and fill us in again. Okay, actually, we want to talk to somebody else walking by because we want to find out like what you guys are here to see. You right there in the striped shirt. Come on. Come on up. 5 seconds. 5 seconds to spare. Come on up. What's your name? Jonathan, what are you here to see?
All the new Sony games.
All the new Sony games. And have you seen the new Sony handheld?
No, I haven't seen it.
So you better like hurry up and get over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over there, but you're like, stop.
But I pulled you over? Okay, well, you need to come back after you see it, and you need to tell us what you think of the PSP. Okay? That's your assignment. All right? You'll report on it? Okay, cool. Have fun. Okay, come here. There's another one here. The cameraman here. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Mr. D.
Mr. D. And Mr. D, what are you here to see?
Mainly woman.
Mainly women? Yeah? So what booth do you think you're going to go to first?
The what?
What booth do you think you go to first then?
The Hooters. Over there.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? Are you getting all this on tape too? On film? Yeah? You have a website?
No.
No? Oh, sorry, guys. You're not going to be able to see it. All right. Well, enjoy the show. All right. Yeah?
Let's do this for a sec. I'm going to make Homer earn his money. Hey, Homer. Let's give these people a shot of the show floor and give them an idea where we're at. We got like the coolest position here at E3. If you check around, basically you'll see that over there behind us, you can see the Sony setup. Over there to the right, you can see all kinds of people. Check out the people that are lining up. Basically, the doors opened at 10 a.m. and basically everybody filed in. There was all kinds of people. This is actually a live shot right here. We're in the West Hall. And if you can see our little backstage pass at E3, you kind of get an idea of how the show is situated. But pretty much throughout the entire 3 days of the show, we're going to give you live footage from the show floor. We'll be running around all over the show floor from different booths and bringing you the live shots of all the different people and all the games here at the show. So, and like, actually, can you get a shot of the car over there? We got this really cool Gamespot mobile, and actually that's a perfect segue into
the button mashing competition for prizes. We got one right here. He's on it. Soul Calibur, another one. You guys are on it. One competition, one round. Winner takes all. Go ahead and go over there with Ryan McDonald. The camera will follow you. So these guys are going to compete for GameSpot gear. You can't find it anywhere else and all that stuff. Oops. Hey, not this easy. You guys have to be embarrassed first. What's your name?
Justin.
Justin, where are you from?
Edmonton.
And what are you here to see?
Everything and anything that's moving.
What do you think will be the biggest surprise for you? That's a trick question.
Yeah. What he's looking for, the DS.
Have you seen the PSP?
I have checked out the PSP. It's so small, nice.
What's your name?
Jacob.
And Jacob, where are you from?
Edmonton.
You're also from Edmonton, and so you're here to see the DS. And have you yet?
Yeah, well, I haven't actually seen it, but I've seen pictures.
And that was good enough?
Good, that's good enough. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are picking your characters. So are you guys, do you play Soul Calibur 2 a lot? Like you're really ready for this? Or
PS2, not in the cube. So I'm going to get smoked.
by this guy? All right, the round is starting. Oh, come on. Ivy, looks like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay. I think he's just playing with you. That was pretty easy. All right, you're the big winner. That's all there is to it. Just one round. But we will be doing this again, and we'll have a lot of other prizes. So you guys have to come back for bigger challenges and larger rounds. And Renee, the lovely Renee, will give you your reward. Okay, so we'll be doing this throughout the day. We'll be doing this throughout the week. Thanks, you guys. Enjoy the show. And those of you at home will have a chance to win, too. Starting with the next show, we're going to put a number on the screen, a phone number that you can call in and win prizes. We'll have trivia contests. We have a lot more giveaways and, of course, plenty more to see. Remember that you can send your E3 requests to e3requests@gamespot.com. We've got these really cool GameSpot wristbands, and even though you're at home, you can get them. All you have to do is call when we give you the number. Coming up at 11 o'clock, we have a demo for Catwoman, so you want to stick around or come back for that. And then we have God of War at noon. Really excited about that. So that's with David Jaffe, the creator also of the Twisted Metal series. So you gotta be here for that. That's going to be really cool. And, of course, we have a million other things coming up. This is only day one, show one. So stick around. We've got a lot in store for you. Go back to checking screenshots because you guys have about like 700 more to go. And we've got this footage that you need to watch right now. Let you know what's happening. Talk to you later.